December the 13th, 2023. Shout out to all of my friends in Texas. Guys, we've got a husky here that she's a female, but she looks exactly like our booger, the red and white one you see that comes in here, and he will talk to us during the videos and all. I've got to update you guys on pictures, especially with the pups. They're getting 60 to 70 pounds, and at 9 months, it's unbelievable. But this is Jenny. She's a female. They call them red and white. Some people call them copper and whites. But it said, and I've said this before, that this sometimes a third-party website out of the shelter itself does not always have accurate information. But it says at the top, the red line is always the giveaway. And I'm going to link you to not only this pet, but the page that it's on, and then you can go to many other pages, because Texas and California and Florida have the most. But again, it says that she is a husky mix. They're definitely wrong about that. Again, I think that's part of the thing. Any of you that have the red and white huskies like this, you know they're full bred. Jenny has found herself in an overcrowded shelter. They are euthanizing for space at any given time. Jenny needs out. This is Wise Animal Shelter in Decatur, Texas. You guys over there know where this is at. It's 119 PR 4195, Decatur, Texas, 76234. The contact is Lori Arms or Kathy Sides, 940-627-7577. Also, it has an email contact right there. Okay? There is a $30 adoption fee, guys. If you ever are thinking about getting a dog that we're showing here, and you can't get that money up, even though I've said that you need to have a little money to make sure you can feed them and take care of them. But if you're trying to save their life, I know that not only I, but there's other people on this channel that are watching this video and will be in the comments that would gladly put a few bucks in to save one of these animals. And so don't let it happen, guys. I know I don't want to be repetitive talking about, we would call this the art project, these videos. And it is. That's exactly what it is in these end times. That's why Noah and his family were saved, because they had agreed with God to build that boat and take these animals that God created a long time before he created man. They need our help. Again, they're overcrowded. They're euthanizing at any time. She needs out. Wise Animal Shelter, again, Decatur, Texas, 940-627-7577. Well, guys, if you ever wonder or you don't get the correct information, come back and pause the video. Like, say, for down here when I'm right there, just pause it and get the information you need, okay? Now, she needs to be spayed, needs vaccinations. And maybe sometimes they'll come in that maybe have been, maybe have no paperwork on her. It doesn't say so on the collar. But anyway, your vet could figure that out pretty good or pretty quick, I'm sure, or you could do it safely. Anyway, and a lot of people don't use normal vaccinations. Now, I'm not saying which way. I'm not a veterinarian, but there's a lot of people, and I tend to see the point. I'll say that. I'm not recommending anything, that the vaccinations can be very dangerous. As a matter of fact, instead of the heartworm pills, we have, because we got so many and it's financially more feasible, but it's also, I found out a lot better, is using ivermectin drops. And you can look that up and find it, and they're doing fine. Anyway, Jenny is on a page. Her ID number, and again, I had that question, so come back to the video and pause it, is 23-12-09-000156. Now, on the first page, she's the only one with the red tag, but the other ones could be there at any time, especially if they're in the shelter. And some of the folks that you see in our videos that are not shelter folks, they may be coming to a point, they're trying to rehome a dog, like they're moving or just cannot financially do it, then they may end up putting them in a shelter where they do get in the situation to where they're going to be euthanized. So come here. There's a bunch of beautiful huskies on the page. I'll show you a few. Now, when you come to the links that I leave, this will bring you to Texas, right? But you can change your locations right there and click on anywhere. It's an interactive map. We're going to be over here. There's 81 different huskies in Texas. There's several pages. There's 111 in California. That's your top. 28. I mean, not your top, but bigger than that. California is always on top. Now, I'm saying here in Montana, South Dakota, and Minnesota, they're showing 0, but that's huskies. Now, someone asked me this, and I think the video yesterday morning maybe, what about Minnesota? And if you click there, you'll see there's no huskies, but if you're just looking for dogs, a beautiful Alaskan Malamute will come up in Minnesota. It's a beautiful animal. It needs an adoption. But that's how you do it. Just come to there and look. Again, here's it takes you right to Minnesota. You can change the animal type you want, change breeds, see that, more. And they do dogs, cats, birds, wildlife, reptiles, and I may be leaving out a few, but when you click there, it will show you the different breeds and all. And we learned this because we're still looking for our bandit, who is a Siberian Husky, and it's so many out there that in order for me to even get through the emails, I have to limit it to that, looking for my boy. But that doesn't mean I care any less about the other breeds, but that's how we got started. In Louisiana, it's easy for you. You've got 3 here, 4 here in Mississippi, where I'm at, 5 in Alabama. That's not hard to take a look at, but just take the time. Think about we're in the times. Think about these animals are just like during the days of Noah. It's not like there has not been another time like what we're seeing now since those days. It's not going to be a flood, but right now the shelters are being flooded by people that are giving up their animals. It's a good thing Noah didn't do that, isn't it? But anyway, do it. I'm asking you for your help. And anybody out there that's familiar with this type of website or anything like that, I'm really still trying to find the best way to present as much information as possible. But like I said, if you get yourself a YouTube channel and let us know in the comments, I will go over and I can get the information there, the link to your site. Just let me know that that's what you're trying to do. Show me that you're showing a video from the animals in your state or maybe 2 or 3 states. But guys, out of the thousands that watch these videos, and we only had this many states, definitely we can find 50, 100 people that will participate in that. Now, let me say this. I know this is not the most popular videos I do. I can tell by the numbers, right? But that's okay with me. The 1,000 or 1,500 or 2,000 that watch it, or sometimes more, you're a blessed group. You're in God's favor. We're watching it, guys. You watch it. It's a heads up. Be safe.